your squad might have killed a lot of locusts today, Lieutenant. But this war is only just begun. Our survival depends on one thing. Gears follow orders. But I look at you and I don't see a gear. I see something more dangerous. I see a hero. Well, congratulations, hero. Millions of citizens you've sworn to protect might die because of what you did today. I hereby charge Kilo Squad with desertion, cowardice, trespassing, the theft of experimental military technology, and treason. Does that sound about right to you, Lieutenant Baird?
And make sure the bastard's dead. Move, Lieutenant Baird.
There goes a record. What? I went from lieutenant to war criminal in less than a week.
As you were.
Are denied any right to an attorney and may not question the authority of this tribunal.
So we can't ask why you're doing this now.
At the conclusion of this tribunal, I will issue a fair and swift verdict.
Right. Of course you will.
Colonel, are we being charged with doing our job?
The charges will be defined as I hear your testimony. Now, Lieutenant Baird, begin with the last time we saw each other.
A convoy needed some fresh rifles. We got volunteered. It didn't sound like the most glamorous mission in hell, though.
It wasn't supposed to be, Lieutenant.
Whatever it was, it looked like it was headed right for our convoy. Only Paddock knew he was looking at it, but he didn't say anything. Not yet. Since this war began, our cities have been falling one by one, and Command has no idea who or what's responsible. Well, Colonel, I think I might know. Our old convoy had been wiped out in minutes. Never seen anything like it. There was half a company here. When those wretches died, they exploded like they'd been drinking out of a fuel tank. I hoped we wouldn't be seeing them again anytime soon. Colonel Loomis, this is Lieutenant Baird. Big problem, sir. Our convoy just got destroyed.
Then move on to the Museum of Military Glory. It's under attack.
Sir, whatever destroyed our convoy's still out there.
Noted, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Come on, Kilo. You heard the man.
I heard him. Doesn't mean I like him.
The museum was on the other side of the river, the side the COG no longer controlled. I thought maybe we could slip through unnoticed.
Yeah, nice. Kind of reminds me of my old wine cellar.
Wait a minute. You have a wine cellar?
Hey, look.
So this is the UIR sniper rifle.
This isn't a gun. It's a comrade.
It was faster to go through the empty buildings than around them. They were all so abandoned. If no one here had been evac'd, where was everyone?
Man, I ain't never seen so many grubs in one place before.
I know. Let's just get inside.
The balcony got wiped out, sir. Everyone?
Luma sent us. Where should we go?
You're not Onyx.
I'm Onyx.
No, you're not, Cadet. Stay here and defend this area. The East Wing is getting hammered.
We got grubs tunneling into the main hall. Finish them off before you go any further.
Great. We're the first line of defense for the Onyx Guard. Let's show them what regular soldiers can do, Kilo.
Any and all reinforcements, proceed to the East Wing. Black 4 is getting hammered over here.
If we don't hurry, they're not going to make it.
Black Force said they were losing the East Wing. He didn't mention they'd lost everything on the way there. Dibs! Behind that door was the East Wing, and Black 4, whatever was left of them.
You! Hold this room. There's something big out there.
Looks like that door's gonna give! When it does, start shooting!
I hate that feeling.
What the hell is that?
That's the end of Halvo Bay.
While the quickest way out was through the archives, I learned a lesson. If you're trying to avoid Locust, don't go downstairs.
That's enough slithering and enough eggs. I prefer to shoot at something that walked around on 2 feet for a while.
High-class stuff.
What have they done to my mark, son?
A sniper rifle with no scope! Ha! Those grubs are real geniuses!
It wouldn't be long before we were topside again. Our radios were even starting to work, but the signal wasn't totally clear. We were almost there.
Ooh, glad to be out of there. What's next?
Well, we call in and make sure Control knows what's going on. Kilo to Control. I need Loomis.
What is it, Lieutenant?
Colonel, some grub riding a monster just wiped out every rifle at the museum. Request guidance.
Kill the grub, hold the museum.
Colonel, Haddock here. This grub, Goraznia, they called him Khan.
This isn't Goraznia.
My army threw all we have at him.
Colonel, what about the light mass missile?
Cadet, leave strategy to men with bars. I don't want to hear a word from any of you until Paddock's boogeyman is dead and I can...
How's that missile work?
It's classified, but there's one here in Halvo. The inventor teaches at the academy.
Yeah, Professor Elliot. I worked in his lab at LaCroix before he went military. The missile draws power from refined emulsion. The more emulsion, the bigger the boom.
Courtesy of your big boom.
God.
How close were you to the impact point?
Close enough. That thing would burn up this entire city.
This one's low yield. After the Hammer of Dawn, Elliot stopped working on it.
How low yield?
Baird, or Lieutenant, to fire that thing, you have to get the targeting beacon, the launch codes, personally activate the missile on site, and get this all approved by command.
Control, Kilo here. So, we're gonna get the light mass missile online and use it to kill General Khan. Any objections?
Works for me. All right, come on, Cadet. You're going back to the academy. That's an order.
Cadet Hendrik, I'm curious to hear what it takes to convince an Onyx Guard cadet to steal one of the COG's most powerful weapons.
I was against it, sir.
That's right. Run to Daddy.
Maybe you could show me and the army you volunteered for a little respect.
I tried that, and look what it got me.
Cadet?
Colonel, I'm an academy cadet. I had to see if my friends were all right. We took the sewers from the museum to the academy. The whole way there, I couldn't stop thinking about my fellow cadets. I hope they held out. They hadn't. The academy was overrun. But that beacon inside Professor Elliot's lab would allow us to land the light mass missile right on Karn's head. My fellow cadets were the smartest, the toughest, the best the COG had to offer. The next generation of officers. Karn mowed them down like daisies.
What if the lab is busted up too?
It can't be. We need that beacon.
Before entering the lab, we needed to clear security. I was still in the system.
You're kidding me, right? That's our beacon?
These units are tough, durable, and they can cloak. You'll grow to love it. I thought he could cloak.
Not on Academy grounds. Anti-cloaking fields. We'll have to protect it on the way out.
Bot, can you take us out of here?
The bot was in charge. He knew the quickest way out. When the bot beeps and freezes, it means we've got company. He won't move till it's clear.
I think we all knew that, Cadet.
Actually, I didn't know. The bot device is under attack! I have never thought so hard for something that beats so much.
I know I said this before, but that looks like all of them.
Major, I've got a bird's eye on the Academy, a few pockets of locust, but I have a negative contact on gears. We're taking Troika fire, sir. Evading. Our rotor's pegged. Gotta be kidding. Damn it. No, come.
So we're done then, right?
I can't.
For now, I think.
We're going down.
Following a strange bot across what was left of the Academy campus was not how I imagined my day was gonna unfold.
Tripwire crossbow. Never seen one of these. Does this look kind of like a toy?
That's the Raven we saw earlier, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's scavenge whatever equipment we can. That's all we can do now.
Okay, we got a large force inbound, closing in on the Academy Square. I can see a crash Raven. If you can hear you down there, they're almost on you. Looks like several dozen locusts, at least.
I think that means we're in trouble.
Yep, that's what it means.
There's some gear near the wreckage, at least. Look what I found.
Area clear. After you, little, flying guy.
Someone's got to name this thing.
And that was it. The grubs left us alone for a little while. It was hard leaving the Academy. Someone has to go back there and bury those people.
So, Paddock. Are you here as Major Paddock of the UIR, or Private Paddock of the COG?
Whichever one you like less.
The Open Arms program may have given you our uniform, but you and I remain enemies.
Fine. Let's settle this like enemies then.
Hey, that's enough! Stand down. You Garaznys weren't known for treating prisoners very well. I'm sure you know nothing about it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You don't seem like a man who takes orders. Why even follow Baird?
You might say I had an ulterior motive.
You know what it's like to grow up poor, Colonel?
My father was a school teacher, Private, so yes, I do.
Then maybe you understand how curious a UIR soldier might be to see the fabled mansions of Alvo Bay. But I never imagined I'd see them like this.
The grubs tore this neighborhood apart.
Your professor lives up here? Are we sure he's still alive?
No, we are not.
We need to keep moving. We have a long way to go to Elliot's house.
I got a statue like that in my atrium.
You have an atrium.
We needed to get the launch codes from this Professor Elliot. Baird and Sophia both said he was a decent man. Maybe he was. I tried to forget that his weapon burned off half my face.
This meeting is over! Yes, that was excellent!
Colonel Loomis, Omega 2 just took out the airport scene. Colonel, can you hear me, sir? Sir!
Barely, son. What's your status?
They've got some big grub out here leading the attack, sir.
Young man, you're fighting animals. Push them into the sea. Do you understand me?
Sir, I don't think...
Do you understand me?
Sir, that thing's got 3 more Cedars with him. I think that's what disrupted our communication, sir.
You either hang up and fight, or I come out there and shoot you myself!
Sir, but I... No! Come on!
Damn it, son!
Looks like Karn just canceled the airport evacuation.
By the time Karn was gone, there wasn't an airplane left in Groznia.
We were getting close to Elliot's mansion. I was beginning to have my doubts that he survived. After a little push on some abandoned COG hardware, we were that much closer to the Professor's mansion.
This Professor's mansion, it's fighting back?
His own security system. There's no way we'll get past it.
So we came all this way for nothing.
There's another entrance not too far from here. Friends and family entrance, you might say.
So, you must know this Professor pretty well.
Well enough. It's this way. What was that?
No more barrier!
Mortars! The grubs are gonna flatten that house if we don't stop them!
We couldn't get into the Professor's house until we eliminated those mortar squads. Every mortar squad. We had one mortar squad left to find and kill. There wasn't much time.
One of our best weapons! Boost is Gorazny for boom! Yes! No more mortar squads!
But plenty more grabs over there!
Should have run!
Cadet, can you take us into Elliot's house now?
Of course, sir. It's through that gate.
Sophia took us to the professor's secret entrance. We all knew what was up with the two of them by this point.
Cadet, I'm sensing you and Elliot are, close. You need to prepare yourself for what we might find in there.
I just lost all my friends, Lieutenant. It's not like my day's gonna get any worse.
Inside the professor's mansion, it was worse than we thought.
Kurt Elliott was a friend of mine. What happened to him?
He no longer liked his options. I didn't blame him.
This isn't good. But we still need the launch codes. Try to hack into Elliot's computer.
Hello, Dr. Elliot. You have one new message from Elliot.
Kurt, we reached the shelter and there's too many people here. It's really bad. I don't know what to do. You told us the shelter would be safe, but there's fighting outside now. It's really close. You told us to come here. You told us it would be safe.
So that's that.
Hello, Dr. Elliot.
I'm sorry, Cadet.
From Elliot.
He was my teacher, Lieutenant. Whatever else happened, happened.
So, what did happen?
He was married, with kids. I moved on.
Power outage. Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Whoa, was that supposed to happen?
I think the bot fried something trying to break into the system.
Power outage. Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Oh man, that means no guns outside?
We're about to have company, but keep hacking away. The rest of you, we need to hold this house until he gets those launch codes.
Power outage.
That didn't take long.
Outside defense is rebooting. Please wait.
Stop! The bot device is under attack!
Berserker! Somebody get a scorcher and torch that thing!
No prisoners today!
The bot's done here, and so are we. Let's roll.
We had the launch codes and we left. I was surprised. I kind of liked a few of the mansions I saw today. Maybe when this is all over, I'll take one for myself. Who's left to say no?
Private Augustus Cole, you've been atypically quiet until now.
Y'all, listen up. All we gotta do is...
I assume you actually listen to your Thrashball coach from time to time?
Thrashball. You're not a fan.
Pretend war? No. How are you finding the real thing?
I've been more comfortable.
Then unburden your mind.
Next, we headed for Onyx Point.
That facility's location is classified, Private.
I toured Harbor a few years back. One of your generals was a big fan. Took me on a tour. The beach was all dressed up with frag traps. First time I ever saw a locust smart enough to do that. Enemy spotted! Come on! The grenade traps hardly slowed us down. Put that in your report, Colonel. First time I was on Onyx Point, my tour guide was drunk. So was I. Even back then, the place had bad security.
Cole, any of this look familiar?
The last time I was here, shit, I wasn't taking notes, brother.
Okay, no reason to waste time out here. Let's go.
Couldn't tell which way led to the light man's missile. Kept opening up the heaviest looking doors. Eventually, we picked the right one.
I can't believe I'm looking for the missile that burned half my face off.
The place was huge. I knew finding that missile wasn't gonna be easy. Guess that's the point of hiding it there.
Karn's taken the port. I had friends stationed there.
We all did. There we are. I gotta say, Grub Guns got a big bang. Kinda like me on a bad day.
More grubs on the ridge! Take them out! We don't have any cover!
I was starting to worry they already found what we were looking for. Karn plus the light mass missile? That's a world I don't want to live in.
knocked out the Big Cedar. Comms back online. All units move out to the Museum of Military Glory. We'll take back this city block by block.
Lieutenant, you have to tell him what we're doing.
All right, all right. Colonel Loomis, Lieutenant Baird here.
Lieutenant, what is your position?
Onyx Point. We've just activated the light mass, and we're about to...
Not another goddamn word, Lieutenant. That missile is sitting in that silo for a reason.
Colonel, you have no idea what you're up against.
I know exactly what I'm up against. The grub who killed a bunch of worthless Indies. I'd shake the bastard's hand if I could.
Then you and your men will die.
Lieutenant, arrest Private Paddock and remain on that rock. Actually, no. Cadet Hendrick, arrest Paddock and Lieutenant Baird if he resists you.
This is Omega 2. We're pinned down 2 blocks from the museum. We need an evac.
We're mobilizing, Sergeant. We can have a Raven to you in an hour.
We don't have an hour.
We could be there a whole lot sooner.
I'm gonna rescue Omega.
That's a coincidence. So am I.
It's done.
Where to, Damon?
Back to the mainland. Gears need our help.
The door was the only way back to the missile lab. And now we're shut tight. It was time to get back to the beach.
So long, rookie! Ha ha! It's go time, baby!
We can take one of those boats back.
That's the plan. Let's go finish this, Kilo.
You people astound me. You might want to consider getting back out there and fighting, Captain.
Sir, they're right outside!
Then it'll be a short walk.
This is crazy.
I'm waiting on you. Finish up.
The light mass missile was ready to launch. We needed to find Karn, get the beacon close to him, and fire. And where was Karn? Well, Omega knocked out his seeders at the museum. I figured he'd want to deal with that personally. We were told the grubs were mindless monsters, but what I saw today, they're not mindless, they're methodical. They know what they're doing, and Karn's probably smarter than half our top brass. Paddock, I hope this victory stuff doesn't, you know.
Don't worry. Once this war's over, we can go back to trying to kill each other. Like normal people.
Centipede! Contact!
Kilo of patrols coming in. Let's set up a little surprise. Okay, split up. 2 left side, 2 right side.
Oh man, looks like we're the talk of Grubland.
Protect the buff while he's hacking that door, Kilo.
Fire in the hole!
Earlier in the day, Old Town seemed deserted, even though it hadn't been properly evac'd. Where did everyone there go? Now we knew. The rooftops. They thought they'd be safe. They thought wrong.
Gears, civilians, the grubs don't care, man. In this war, it don't matter.
This isn't a war. It's an extermination.
Karn was sending in his best grubs. I was starting to wonder if maybe he was afraid of us. That's it! Come on, Kilo, the museum's closed. I'm buying. We were very close now. The only thing I regretted was having to sacrifice the bot to kill Karn. Little guy helped us out, but we all had a job to do.
We can't hold them off forever, Control. We need that evac.
We're working on it, Sergeant.
We've got wounded, Control. Why don't you send Loomis's Raven for us?
Colonel Loomis is preparing to lead the assault on the museum, Sergeant.
Yeah, tell him good luck with that.
Bye-bye. Any last words for our pal?
What? The bot?
What's its name anyway?
Jack! No. It's Troy.
That's a terrible name.
You won't have it for long.
Cadet Hendrick, what is your position?
We're aiding another unit, sir.
What unit? Did you stay on the island as ordered?
Colonel, if we don't fire the light mass, everyone in Halvo Bay is going to die.
Lieutenant, listen carefully. That weapon is being saved by smarter men than we for a purpose. If you fire it, I will have you tried and shot.
Fine, I'll see you in court. I suggest you take cover, sir.
I told you to stay on that island, Lieutenant.
This court has reached a final verdict. Any last words?
Men like you are why I fought the COG.
We saved a lot of people today.
Yeah, including your ass.
No final words from you, Lieutenant?
Maybe you have a point, sir. We saved, what, 1,000 people? The light mass missile was designed to save millions. I know that. But if Karn had taken Halvo, we might have lost a chance to save anyone.
Sir.
Permission to call him whatever you want, Cadet. Colonel, where did you come from?
I was killing all the grubs you killed. We're not done yet.
Colonel, are we getting on that Raven so you can actually shoot us somewhere else?
Your boogeyman? Doesn't look so tough.
What do we do?
We take our time.
There's a difference between war and cruelty.
War is cruelty. And this one's not over. A word, Lieutenant? That's the last time anyone's going to address you as Lieutenant. I'm dropping the charges, but you'll never be an officer again.
Yeah, why should all these brains be wasted on an officer? Sir.
Private.
Never.
No wonder I was supposed to keep an eye on you.
On me? For what?
I guess they thought you might try to steal our military technology. Which you did.
Illegally access military technology. There's a difference.
Pardon me, Lieutenant Baird.
It's Private Baird now. Loomis just demoted me.
My congratulations.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I think that means I might be in charge.
Perfect.
Cole, do we have this much tension between us?
Yeah, I think we